Suck on that one.
Yeah, good one.
Hi, I'm Liam from Cambridge Audio. We're here at Rough Trade East with Los Bitchos.
Hello.
Hey guys, how's it
Hello.
going? Super excited to be here with you. So how's it going? You guys are on tour right now, hence why you're playing in Rough Trade.
Kind of, yeah. We've been doing a few sort of album release bits this week. So we've been to Sweden, we've been to Switzerland, and now we're in London. So.
Yeah, promoting the hell out of it.
Absolutely, yeah, cool. So new record, Talkie Talkie. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
I would love to do that.
It's an open-ended
Such
question.
a broad question.
But I thought I'd keep it open-ended.
You know what? It's just a wild ride of 80s video game inspired adventures. And we wanted to base it kind of like our own little nightclub. And you like go into this, like you're driving there. It's like Miami. And you're driving there, palm trees and sunsets and stuff. And then you go to Talkie Talkie. And then, you get there and it's like this club with every different room. And every room has its own vibe. And, that's what the album is. There's just something in there for everyone. You got a bit of jazz, you got some funk, you got the cumbia, you got the Turkish psych. It's a great time.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have like such a varied like pool of music that you pull into your own music. I mean, tell me a little bit about that. Like, how did the idea for Los Bitchos come into fruition?
It just came about because we just love instrumental music, really. We're just so inspired by certainly old instrumental music, and there was definitely when we started a few like new instrumental bands coming up, and I think we're just so inspired by where you can take it. So yeah, we just made this band and had a good time with it.
Also, we're not good at writing lyrics, so that's another reason.
I think you're pretty good. Yeah, you
Hidden talent here.
yeah, definitely.
Or maybe one to explore on album 3, hey?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there is one lyric at the end of the first track of the new record.
Is there? What is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Would you like to tell me?
Suck on that one, bitch.
Yeah, good one.
Do you actually do that as well every time you play a live show?
So you did it on the record.
I
You did it on the
did,
record.
but it was inspired by Josie aggressively sipping some sort of like margarita when we were in Austin at South by Southwest. Was it like last year or the year before or
it's
something?
a really rough video of me doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like shiny, sweaty, gross.
As you should be at South by Southwest.
Yeah. Oh, it was so damn funny.
Oh.
So we had to put it on there.
Well, it totally made me laugh as well. Obviously, been listening to the record a lot this week ahead of our chat and stuff, and just at the end of that one, drinking my coffee on a Monday morning, just okay, doing shit. So, have you guys been to Rough Trade before? You played here before?
Yeah, many times.
We love it here. It's
Nice.
such a nice store. They always have the best new music.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
amazing
it's
books
vibe.
as well.
Yeah.
Really good books.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, they've got like everything you could possibly imagine as a music lover, really. Right?
Yeah, and it's just really nice to be in here. Even if you don't buy anything, it's a nice place to come and enjoy.
Yeah, totally. It's a good vibe, right? So how do you guys listen to music? Obviously, I'm sure that when you're on tour and stuff, it's like, you listen to music a lot on the van or tour bus or whatever you've got. But do you have any like audio setups at home? Are you listening to vinyl? Are you on CDs still? I don't know.
Yeah.
Tape cassettes?
I think it's vinyl for me at home, but then everywhere else, I'm just, streaming.
Streaming, yeah. I mean, it's the easiest way to discover new music and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's super handy. Every type of music I want is there.
Yeah,
I'm just
totally.
in the middle of moving house at the moment. I found all my CDs and cassette tapes, so I'm going to start going through those.
It's good
There's
to
some great
revisit that
CDs
collection.
in there, yeah, just ones that I
totally.
used to pick up in like charity shops and I don't know.
All sorts.
We had some great times in your car with the cassettes.
That's it.
Oh my God, yes.
I had this like shoebox full of cassettes in my old car.
Oh, amazing. What was the car?
RIP,
What was the car?
RIP. It was this really old BMW 3 Series.
Oh,
A
okay,
friend of
that's
mine
actually kind of cool.
kind of offloaded to me when he moved to the States. And yeah, she was a great.
We used to go to the first gigs on that car.
Oh,
Just
amazing.
rocking a
Amazing.
BMW.
Just burning BMW with Nick just driving us everywhere. It was great.
Well, I think that leads us nicely into a discussion about some records that you've chosen for us.
Yes.
So I've got a little bag of goodies here for you guys.
Lovely.
So here, let's
Shall I
give
pull one
those
out?
to you. Why don't you pull out the first record and we'll see what you've chosen.
We're going to go with... I'm going to pull this one out.
Okay, right.
I still dream.
This could be put out now and it would feel like of the moment.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously it had a big resurgence because of like Stranger Things and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
you know,
right.
Obviously running up that hill kind of brought it back into. I think it went #1 in the UK in 2022 because of that, right?
That's crazy.
That is crazy,
I love
isn't
that
it?
for Kate.
Yeah, I love that as well.
Younger
Yeah.
generation, like they actually got through to them.
Yeah,
as well. I
definitely.
don't think it would have reached as many people of that like younger generation.
No,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, no, I think you're totally right. I mean, it's an
timeless,
interesting
though.
album, isn't it? Because it's
Yeah.
like side A is just banger, 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 and then side B gets a little bit weird, but like in a cool way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Totally.
it's like, you know, I think that's like a perfect kind of, that sums up Kate Bush, right? So why did you pick this record in particular? Is it something that's influenced you guys as a band? Or is it just a steaming hot record?
Yeah, we just love it, and the production is just so groundbreaking, and the songwriting is just outstanding. So what's not to love?
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, you guys love a bit of 80s production, right? So, you know, I can imagine that speaking to you quite nicely. So what is it about that 80s sound that, like, you guys love so much, and why do you put that into your music? I mean, you've got a lot of different things you put into your music, but production-wise.
Thing is, just like a lot of our favorite songs are just from that era, and I don't know, it's just super moving. I love the synthesizers, and there's like an essence of sadness but energy.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Fun nostalgia.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Awesome. Well, let's pick out album #2 and see what's in the bag.
Agostina, do you want to pick your little...
Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one.
Me. There you go.
Okay, Parallel Lines by Blondie.
And she's such an inspiration as well. Growing up and listening to her music, it's just, she was the best. She's the best.
This one's cool because it was like, you know, they were sort of a bit more punky new wave before this, but then this was the sort of record. I can't remember the producer she ended up working with. It was the different one from the first two. Who, what's his name? Mark someone another. Anyway, that he was like, you need to make a pop record,
it
and
says
heard
it
the
here.
tunes and really sort of brought that out.
Mike
the band.
Chapman.
Mike Chapman, that's your man.
blind.
Yeah, so it was different to the first two, which are a bit more punky and a bit more kind of new wavy, and this was just a straight up. Well, I mean, there's elements of that, but you know, it's a bit of a pop banger, isn't it?
Big time.
Oh, it's just hook after hook.
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah, hook after hook. I mean, what's your favourite track from it?
Oh,
I think
mine
mine's-
is Hanging on the Telephone.
Yeah,
Hanging on
I
the
think
Telephone.
Sunday Girl.
Sunday Girl.
Yes,
yeah.
it's so nostalgic and so like, oh,
I'd say one way or another. Like I just think it's so like cheeky.
So sassy.
Sunday Girl is...
Proper sassy, yeah,
But I
totally,
like
yeah.
the story of it as well. I think it's like about her like creepy stalker back in New York or something.
I'm sure she's had a few, to be fair. Yeah.
But it's in her like autobiography. It's like she talks quite a lot about like these like crazy adventures, not adventures. Like what do you say? Like crazy experiences. with,
Yeah.
like stalks and shit. And I don't know. Yeah, I just like ooh, like that's one way to deal with like creepy like stalkers. Take the best out of it and just write a song. And
Yeah,
she wrote
totally.
that.
I mean,
Didn't she
it's
get picked up
cathartic,
by
right?
Ted Bundy?
She did.
Oh my
she
God.
Did. She
Yeah.
just escaped.
Yeah.
Like she just got herself out of a car. Like she was in a car with
Yeah.
shit, you know?
That's terrifying.
her
man.
autobiography is fucking amazing.
I got to get on that,
Yeah, it's
actually.
amazing.
Yeah, I think we need to read that. Yeah, absolutely, totally. Cool. Well, let's do record #3. Who wants to pull it out of the bag,
So to
What is
speak.
it gonna
so to
be?
speak? Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oh, okay, this is a bit of a
Boom.
special record.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's like a whole book as well that just comes with it. It's
Yeah.
just vinyl and book.
It's like the 25th anniversary edition, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Of
Buena Vista Social Club. Indeed. I mean, this is an awesome record. You know, the story behind this one's pretty cool as well. It's like, you know, Ry Cooder, he produced the whole thing, right? And they were supposed to record like a bunch of different musicians. It wasn't actually supposed to be all of these guys on this record.
Yeah, there
But
were meant to be some people from Mali, right?
Yeah, they were, but they couldn't get their visas sorted, so they last minute just had to basically scour around the Cuban music scene and find these amazing musicians.
Wow.
Locked them in a studio that had been there since 1950, just untouched, so like this relic. And in 6 days recorded one of the most iconic records, you know.
And you really, I think the best thing about this album is like you really feel like you're there. They've just captured
totally.
that energy and that vibe of what happened in those 6 days, and I think this is one of the most magical records ever. Like the opening song. I'm not even like being melodramatic right now, but it gives me like chills. You know, the Jun Jun?
It's the Buena Vista Social Club calling card.
Yeah.
That tune, right? Like you hear that, you're like, oh,
genuinely
that is,
moves me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so like, I can imagine this inspiring you guys quite a bit. I'm sure that it's probably something you listened to before the band started, maybe. Like, was that, because, you know, this kind of made, I mean, there are a lot of other bands who did it as well, but they sort of made Cuban music really big and popular, I think, at a time when maybe it wasn't so recognized as it is now. You know, and obviously you guys have like a lot of Latin American influences from around the region in there, but is it something you listened to sort of before?
I reckon me personally, I think I discovered more of them after.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's funny when that happens, isn't it?
Yeah. Just because of like the new people I was meeting and like Kika, our dear friend Kika, she is a big fan of these. And I remember like her playing just songs on the background and stuff. And I was like, God, what is that? And like, you know, you know maybe like one or two, but yeah, then diving into the discography is amazing.
Yeah, totally. Couldn't agree more. Absolutely. Well, 3 awesome records. Obviously, they're for you to keep and take away. So, yeah. See you later. But obviously, we're going to be sticking around to see you guys play in a little bit, which, yeah, super excited about. So, is there anything you want to tell people about right now? Any shout outs? Anything you want to tell people?
We're doing a UK tour in October.
UK tour in October.
Yeah, and if you fancy coming along to the EU ones, do that as well.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.